What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and boy, did this update get off to a rocky start. I think a lot of us were witnessing the circle of death over and over and over in the center of the screen for literally hours. I mean, I was streaming this game on YouTube for about 3.5 hours, and all we kept seeing was the circle of death. The circle of death. At least that's what I'm calling it, right? The little loading circle that we get. And that marble did compensate us for it. They did give us a little something, which is nice. You know, I really don't think it was enough, but 200 crystals, and then they gave us 100 boost points and 100 energy. From what I could see, this is all they gave us. People were telling me they gave us some other things, but I'm not really seeing it unless I'm blind. And if I am, then my apologies to Netmarble, but I really think they could have gave us a little bit more, in all honesty, guys. I think they could have done a little bit more for us. So let's talk about the characters and give you guys my initial impressions of each character and where they might actually be valuable for you. So the first character is Rocket Raccoon. Now, Rocket doesn't look too bad. He looks pretty damn good, actually. I'm really happy with the aesthetics of this uniform, something I'm probably not going to say about the next one. But anyways, they did a lot for the character. However, the thing about Rocket that I've already noticed is that his one skill is pretty damn cool, right? This increased basic damage by 80% for 2 attacks is nice. That's a nice little proc. And this thing can be carried over into your other skills. However, the thing about the thing is that you got to hold it down, and not every time, but a lot of times it will trigger the proc early. So it doesn't make him super proc friendly. And also, from the damage that I've seen from this character, I think he's just going to end up being a support. But you literally hold this thing down, and there's that proc, right? But he does a hit, right? Now it's a proc for 2 attacks. So if you do a hit, one of those attacks will dissipate, and then you can carry over into your other skills. But if that thing's doing a hit, it might trigger your regular proc and just throw your rotation completely off. And that's kind of a thing that sucks. Now, as far as his animations, I mean, I like the way this actually reminds me of Craven back in the day, only it's much cooler. The 4 skill, I like that this is an iframe that's really, really nice. Good for his survivability. The 2, nice little iframe. That's nice, man. That's a nice little iframe there. The 3rd skill, right? And that 3rd skill, man, I mean, you got to be pretty fast, but literally, guys, the rotation that you can do is you literally would just go 2, 3, 5, 4, right? And then you would go 2, 1 afterwards, and then wait, and then go 2, 1, 3, 5, 4, tier 3, and proc on the tier 3, at least from what I've seen before. So it's literally, it looks like this: 2, 3, 5, 4, right? And then I would just hit the 1 there, just try to get the charge up. And then I'd wait a little bit here. No. By the way, his skills look pretty damn cool. I really do like how his skills look. And then we just go, 2, 3, 5, 4, tier 3, right? And the tier 3 is pretty damn cool, man. Pretty damn cool. It's nice that he's in a bunch of iframes, but truly, guys, his damage just doesn't seem to be the greatest. It's not bad. It's okay. But the really main reason people would buy this uniform is the passive, right? The 40% increase of energy attack to Guardian of the Galaxy allies. This is the big reason why you would buy this, because this is going to, I mean, he's a blast superhero male. So you can actually use this character with StarLord and buff the living hell out of him. And StarLord is quite nice. And he's got the level 80 tier 4. So, I mean, Rocket might have some value in that respect alone, right? That right there alone might make it worth it for people. But he's a niche support that only works on those characters. There's definitely a lot other better supports. But this guy, you can team up with StarLord. So if you really want to make your Guardians of the Galaxy team really strong, I think that Rocket's a really good choice. But I also think that having a rage on him is probably going to be optimal, guys, as far as like doing damage. You can play with a proc with him, no problem. But if you're trying to get that extra damage proc from that first skill, it can be a bit annoying at times. Now let's talk about Mantis. Now Mantis is looking a little weird in the face. A little weird, guys. A little strange. I don't know. Something about her face looks off. But I can tell you guys that her damage is pretty damn respectful. It's not too bad at all. It's a huge upgrade from what she was because, well, this is her first uniform. And this, her base kit came out years ago. And boy, it's a huge upgrade, guys. She's so much better, and she's really, really fun to play on top of that. I mean, I got a real crappy build, and she actually performed pretty damn well. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see max builds on these characters whenever I talk about actual reviews, or if you just want me to have bare minimum build. Let me know what you would prefer to see. But Mantis is pretty sweet, guys. The decreased basic damage received from superheroes and supervillains to all allies. This is actually really good for that new PvP game mode. This is actually really good for that. And this might be a reason to transcend her and have her leveled up, because in that new PvP game mode, and I'm going to talk about that thing in another video, I want to do some experimenting with it first, but it looks like we're going to want to do it because we want to level up our roster, right? It's a way that we can actually level up our roster, and having a character that can apply the decreased base damage received from supervillains and superheroes will be really good in that game mode. It's going to help your characters become a lot tankier. At least I would think so. I don't know how good she'll perform in it, but you know, I don't see any ignore iframe, which she added. But her third skill, you know, they gave her plus 1% accumulation. That is awesome, man. Her fourth skill has a damage proc on it. She has a 30% heal on her. Like, she's got 5 seconds of invincibility. I mean, they did so good work for her. 50% increase of attack critical rate by 20%. So you only have to max out her critical rate. You only need 55% critical rate to max out her critical rate. Like, her passive heal, guys, when she gets below 90%. Like, the girl's got crazy survivability. And then she also has a decreased damage received from superheroes and supervillains, right? Like, she is I mean, Mantis is nice. Like, she's not the strongest character by no means. People are going to rely on level 80 and tier 4 characters, right, to do damage for the most part. But she's fun, guys, and she's got some damn good damage. And you can cancel her awaken skill. Her rotation is super easy. It's literally 3 awaken skill, 5, 4. Right? It's literally that easy. I'm sorry about the lag, guys. Playing on stupid emulator. This is kind of what it does. But her animations look gorgeous, and she has an easy, consistent proc rotation. Right? I mean, if you're playing her in PvP and maybe using her in that new PvP game mode, then maybe you'd want a different obelisk on her. Obviously, it looks like that's a direction I'm going to have to go with a lot of my characters, because I mainly just focus on PvE. So in a way, I'm kind of smacking myself, but in a way not. We'll talk about that later on. But it's nice, guys. Her third skill gives her that accumulation. You can cancel immediately, get the accumulation. The 5 will do all this residual damage when you carry over to the next skill. Like, the only thing that I don't like about her kit, the only thing that I just don't care for, is that her 4th skill leaves her open. She isn't in an iframe. She's like face tanking in front of them. But I mean, you don't have to really necessarily worry about her dying, because she has such good heals, and she has that decreased basic damage received in her kit. That helps her tremendously. But it would have been so much better if this would have been an iframe. That would have been so much better. That's really my only complaint about her. Seriously, she's got some power, guys. Like, with this build, I was really impressed with her damage. Just, again, not the strongest. Not going to look great against compared to level 80s and tier 4s. But man, she's got some power. She's actually quite strong. StarLord. Now, StarLord aesthetically looks like crap, right? The outfit looks good, but his face looks nothing like Chris Pratt. I don't know what these guys were thinking. Honestly, I feel like Nat Marvel really dropped the ball aesthetically wise when it comes to the faces. Mantis looks a little off, and StarLord looks very off. This guy don't look like StarLord. I don't know who the hell he looks like. But I mean, he kind of looks like StarLord, I guess, from this view. But when you look at him, you know, in the face, I don't know who the hell he looks like. But he don't look like StarLord. But having said that, his uniform is awesome. Like, this thing is so sweet, guys, because you can play with a proc. He has way better survivability. His damage is so much better than what it was. Oh my, it's not even worth comparing to the old uniform. This thing is way stronger for him, and it does give him an extra 5%, or it gives him an extra 50% increase of energy attack in his passive, but it also will give him and his teammates an extra 5% energy attack. And that's nice, guys. Like, he's actually way better than what he was before. Like, he's so much more fun. They increased his accumulation from 1% to 1.2. And let me tell you, man, that makes such a difference for this character. You can literally go 3, 5, 4. Well, actually, it's kind of a similar rotation to what I showed you earlier, where you could literally go, 2, 3, 5, 4, right? And get all that residual damage all at once. Just so crazy. And beautiful, beautiful animations. Like, I love his skills, the spreading the guns shot there, the iframe there. That's nice, right? The third skill throws out the bombs there. The 5. Oh, I love it, right? And then, of course, the 4. And it looks like you want to proc on his tier 4. By the way, I'm sorry, proc on his tier 3, by the way. It looks like you want to proc on his tier 3 to do a lot more damage. So it's literally, you know, 2, 3, 5, 4, 2, 3, 5, 4, 2, 3, 5, 4, tier 3. And it's that simple with this guy. His tier 4 is quite nice because he gets a constantly refreshing heal. That's awesome. And he gets a huge 120% attack, which is, I mean, that's nutty, guys. That's really, really nutty. So, like, I feel like StarLord, guys, I mean, I feel like he's really going to be, like, I think people should buy the uniform just because it's such a world of difference for the character. Like, he's just so much stronger, so much better than what he was before. It's really an insane upgrade. And honestly, I would really probably make that argument for Mantis. How valuable will these characters be on your roster? I mean, I really don't know. I mean, StarLord, he is an alien, and he might end up being like an ABL meta. He might replace Thor, be stronger than Thor. But how valuable is that for you? Well, I can't answer that. I mean, that depends on you. But the uniform is just such a huge upgrade for him. You could use him as a sub DPS character. Like, I was honestly really blown away by his damage. It really is so much better than what it was before. Yeah, I know I'm using a mighty, but it's just increase of all attack. But man, just really, really huge improvements. And I'm going to talk about the new PvP game mode in another video where I talk about the sword system, talk about the PvP system, where I get some more information about it, because the truth is, I really haven't dived in it too much at this point because, well, we just didn't really get to play the game yesterday because we had all them damn connecting issues. So guys, let me know what you think about the updates so far. Let me know what you guys think about the PvP also. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. D+7 time, link in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Take care.